Your primitive way of writing.
Yeah.
Do you remember the song Killer and how you wrote that?
Yes, well, this is actually a kind of collision song because I had an initial, very brutal chord sequence. Again, we were talking through that song. Most of the chord sequences at that time were relatively traditional ones that were slightly warped by the singing to a certain extent and certainly by the arrangement. Incidentally, in terms of singing as well, I think you can hear that all the ingredients of Bowie were there already in that track, in the same way that all of my essential ingredients were there in whatever would Robert have said, and so it's a question of coincidence of vocal styles rather than influence. Anyway, about Killer, this song, the initial tune which I had was very simple and moronic. I'm now going to attempt to simulate my piano style of the time with absolute brutality, and the chord sequence went basically... That's the basic thing. That's a D, F, G, which is, of course, incredibly simple and obvious. And so the singer would go, "So you live in the bottom of the sea and you kill all that comes near you." And it would continue like this. The Van der Graaf way of rehearsing at the time was to, take that and then warp around it. Some things were more or less warped. In this particular case, Hugh, the organist, came up with a riff, which of course becomes an essential part of the song, hence his writing half of the song, and that was the original basis of the work. But there was also the hallowed name of Chris Judge Smith instantly appears again, and he had a song of which the verse was all of that, which is a middle section, and so I incorporated that. And at the time I was very much an organiser of songs. So I had these clumsy chord sequences like and it's nothing unless you organise it properly. And I had yet another piece of music which went, and so the song was written by colliding all of these things and trying to get them running in the proper order, and the result is what you're about to hear.